something that I haven't openly discussed on here is my struggle with pain. Now, the reason why I want to share this is because I had a client who asked me the other day if I could share more about my routine and share more workouts and that sort of thing. And I get that, and I could see how that could be helpful. And I may share more stuff about my diet, my lifestyle, and maybe even my training. But there's a few reasons why I don't really focus on that, especially with workouts. Number one, I don't think sharing fancy workouts is really that helpful for anyone. No one's really reinventing the wheel when it comes to that. And I think most of us don't struggle with a lack of information when it comes to training and diet and that sort of thing, but it's really a lack of implementation. And that's really my message, right? Is to not worry about those fancy workouts in the next diet, but focus on the things that lead to more consistency. And another reason is that what I do, especially when it comes to training, is just boring, really. It's really not that interesting. And that's born out of necessity. If I could, I probably would train more and I would do more fancy workouts. But the reality is that I do have a lot of limitations in my body from injuries that I sustained early on in my military career and sort of accumulated. One injury in particular is my neck. I had something land on my head and a loud cracking sound happened in my neck, and I had numbness up and down my body. And ever since, no matter what I do, I've spent tons of money on alternative care. I'm somebody who is passionate about health and shares that with the world. So I was just like obsessed with fixing all of these injuries. But this one in particular, it doesn't really matter what I do. It's really just about managing that pain. I get flare-ups where I get debilitating nerve pain up and down my neck and my back. And frankly, on those days, I don't want to get out of bed. And it's tough. It's depressing, especially for somebody like me who used to have a really high quality of life and was really active in my body. And, I surfed and I hunted and I spearfished before the military when I was a kid and growing up in Hawaii. And now I have to be very careful, right? I have to be very careful, and definitely when it comes to my training. So basically, I train like an old man, right? Everything I do is just to maintain muscle mass and some kind of functionality, and just mitigate pain, right? And then I just have a really good diet, and I'm able to maintain what I think a pretty, nice physique from just doing those things. So the reason why I wanted to share that with you is to say, like, look, somebody like me who is basically just training to look better and feel better, but really, there's certain injuries that I'm dealing with that there's really no hope of getting better. Just mitigating pain and preventing it from getting worse, or at least slowing down that progression, is a win for me. And it's worth it to keep going and to keep striving to be better, right? So if I can do it, I'm sure you can do it. I know you can do it, right? If I can do it, anybody can do it. It doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to be glamorous. You can keep it very simple and focus on some basic fundamentals. As long as you keep moving in the right direction and you don't stop, it's worth it, okay? I know that if I stopped, I would be far off, way worse than I am now. So I hope this video is resonating for you. I hope this was helpful. If you enjoyed this video, give me a follow. See you in the next one.